Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Capricorn for the month of January 2015. And in the challenge position, Capricorn, you have the Four of Wands in reverse. Now, the Four of Wands, when we look at it like this, we see that it's about a marriage, right? Four of Wands can talk about household, an actual home, like a property thing related, or a home in terms of a family or the people living in it. Being that it is in the challenge position and that it is reversed, I would say the main thing you're going to be dealing throughout January, Capricorn, is some issues, some kind of problems in the household. And I would say there are going to be a lot of fighting, unfortunately, because we have here in the placement of the things that you cannot change, the Five of Spades, the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is fighting like not a physical fight, it's actual verbal fights. Swords are the element of air, so it's all more mental. But we have also, as you can see, there's someone who is sort of gathering the spoils, the leftovers of the fights, and two people that are just walking away basically in tears. But in the background we have water. So even though these are fights and verbal fights, there is an element of emotion, okay, related to this. So this can very well mean could very well talk about fightings within the family. Perhaps in the holidays there was the gatherings sort of stirred something up. Now what I see is that regarding this situation, you are going to make a decision. Okay, the Lovers, yes, can talk about a relationship, a romantic type of relationship, but in this case I see the Lovers in a type of meaning that has to do with making a decision. The Lovers, we have two sides, one feminine and one masculine, and it's about listening to these two sides, paying attention to both sides, evaluate them, and make it a decision. And it's in the center of the reading, so you will have, Capricorn, to make a decision regarding this issue going on in your household, okay? Because this type of fighting, and it's not the fighting that it will just stop on its own, okay? These are the type of people that are just saying, I'm right, no, I'm right, and they don't want to reach an agreement. They want to be told, yes, you're right, okay? And when we have a lot of people with that same attitude, of course, we're not gonna achieve that agreement, okay? So I see you more as perhaps a mediator, someone who will try to stop this fighting, because you will have to make a decision, okay? And this fighting has to do with, it can be related to property, but it can be something, fights of those who live in the same house, for example. Now, the help that you're going to receive to deal with this decision, to make this decision, is the Empress in reverse. Now, this is very interesting because when we have a card like this, we can see that the Empress is the symbol of fertility, is the symbol of nourishment. In some cards, in some decks, the Empress is pregnant, so, and it's a symbol of love, okay? So we can see here that what she has cultivated, it has grown, it has given its fruits. Now, what I see here being in reverse is that, and it's a very maternal figure, of course. So what I see here in reverse is that you're going to detach yourself from this situation, and from this attitude you're going to be a much more I want to say like cold-minded, more calculating, okay? And it's interesting because I think you had this attitude up until now, so perhaps it's your children who are constantly fighting, or you are in some sort of position in your household that you're regarded as the mother, okay? And this is the attitude that you were having, because the Empress is a very terrenal figure, and Capricorn is an earth sign, okay? Now, what I see here is that all of this has kind of like worn you out, and you're finally gotten to the point when you go like this, okay? When you go like, you know what, I need to take a step back, I'm gonna listen to both sides, and you're going to make a decision, okay? And that decision will be heard, because we have as the outcome card the Emperor, and the Emperor is someone who has the power to make a decision and to make it happen, okay? Someone who is heard, and this is definitely a card that symbolizes you, Capricorn, because we can see the heads here, you know, of the animal that symbolizes Capricorn. So this is definitely you. I think perhaps at some point you might feel a little bit drained, but eventually you will not only understand that you have to make a decision, that this situation with the fight and cannot keep going, but you will make a decision and you will make it happen, and people will listen to you. Whoever is involved in this fighting, they will listen to you, because they do regard you as a figure of authority. And we have, you know, some sort of equilibrium in this case, in the sense that the Four of Wands in reverse, well, it's a 4, and the Emperor, it's also a 4. So you could say you are, you know, the ruler of this household, and you have to put order in it. It's time for you to make the decision to take that, to take this matter into hands and fix it by yourself, because it's not gonna be fixed on its own, and it's not going to be solved by just having that maternal authority. You have to be more, I want to say more like manly in that sense, more action driven, okay? So I hope, Capricorn, that this is helpful for the month of January 2015, and I want to say thank you to everyone who watches and comments and shares my videos, and I will see you in the reading for next month. Thank you.